Yeah, so Wookiees are totally trash. Fuck Chewbacca. Fuck Lobaka. They're all traitors. Kashyyyk is garbage. Jason Solo did nothing wrong.
And we're live on that note. Hello, thank you for all who's showed up tonight. And we're right now primarily talking about the Sonic film and the Batman suit. But before we begin, I want to let Lethal introduce himself. Other than fuck Wookiees or fuck them Wookiees.
I think that sums me up pretty much the most accurate way. To be honest, Wookiees are trash.
Mm-hmm.
My neighbor started mowing the lawn as soon as we hit go live because he's an ass. And yeah, I think you have your stream playing in the background.
I turned it off, so I don't know what you're hearing.
Oh, maybe it's mine. Oh, it's mine.
So just like a man to blame a woman.
Well, 9 out of 10 times.
Turn mine off.
9 out of 10 times we are right. We are right. But anyway, okay,
yeah. Whatever. Blame the woman. But anyway, yeah, so we both saw the Sonic film. I saw it yesterday, an afternoon showing, and you saw it, what, Thursday evening your time?
Yeah, Thursday evening my time, day one.
And so since you were doing or trying to do a live stream and your internet was basically screwing with you, what did you think of the film?
Overall, I liked it. I mean, especially for a video game movie. Video game movies tend to have a bit of a stigma around them. You know, most of them are pretty awful. Mm-hmm. But this was good. I enjoyed it. It's good family fun, even though I went by myself. But yeah, it's definitely more of a kids movie. It kind of reminded me of like when I went to see Detective Pikachu. Mm-hmm. Like same type of atmosphere in the cinema. Like I was looking around, I was like, yeah, there's quite a number of families, but there's also a lot of people my age that are here like for nostalgia and whatnot. But I thought it was just a good all-round movie. You can't think about it too much because you know it's a kids movie. Mm-hmm. I mean, like there's definitely parts of the movie where if you would apply logic, it would fall apart pretty quickly. But it's I hate to describe movies like this, but it is fun.
Oh yeah, like it. I will give it that. It is definitely on the fun side, you know, particularly with the. I would say that I enjoyed that that bar scene. And in a way, it seemed like, I don't want to say they were ripping off of the Quicksilver scene from Days of Future Past, but I loved it when the time slowed down and Sonic is going through all the motions and taking care of like everyone fighting in the bar. So okay, kind of basically spoiler alert. Sorry, I meant to say that, but I'm not going to go into too many details about this film, but I also went to see it by myself and I saw an afternoon showing to beat the families who would be taking their kids to see this film because the last movie I went to see wasn't the last movie I went to see, but the last like kids movie sort of I went to see was Detective Pikachu, and then before that was Finding Dory, and both times I had bad experiences with kids in the theater because families do not keep their kids quiet, and so I went this afternoon showing to beat that, and I enjoyed it. I thought the plot is simple, but sometimes simple is
less is more. Less is more. Who's in the chat? I haven't looked yet.
I'm gonna say hello to the chat. Sorry, I meant to do that. Orange Hat came by, said leaving a like. He's streaming at the same time, but thank you, Orange Hat. If you're not subscribed to his channel, I highly recommend you do so. Subscribe to him and follow him on Twitter if you have Twitter. Alphamar, he's here. Secondist. I think that's English. Black Samurai is here. They're praising your dong, basically. Both Apollo Patriots and Black Samurai. Jumped on me. Trey Courtney's here. Soul Assassin. Oh, hey. And Thomas Gilkey, hello. Hey. Mazurus. Yeah, I don't like children noise in the theater when I'm trying to watch a film. When I went to see Finding Dory, there were actually kids running in the aisles. The parents did nothing to stop them.
Oh my God. Look, do you like, I'm not a parent, so I don't know, but do you sometimes like look at parents and think, you're trying to get rid of this kid, aren't you?
Probably. There's like hoping child services shows up or something.
I'm thinking like, maybe it's like, well, I'm just going to walk away now.
Yeah. no, what an ass. We're not going to boycott Sonic.
For the sake of Birds of Prey. I see Inya in the chat. Oh my god, Inya.
Yeah, Inya's here.
Inya. My man. My motherfucking man.
Gregory's here as well.
Oh, he's a pimp. He's an OG. He's been there for years, man.
Yeah.
I've been on this November will be my third year on YouTube, and I think Gregory was in like my first 100 subs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know, like, he's like, at least since I started watching you, he's been in there. So
yeah, he was one of my first mods.
Smooth Jam California.
Emo Spider-Man.
Sonic was fine. Yeah, it was like, it wasn't exactly great. Like, I'm not saying it's like go out and see it because it's the perfect movie or whatever, but for just simple enjoyment, simple fun, basically, it's worth watching at least one time in the theaters.
Oh, definitely agreed.
So, and like I said, I enjoyed it overall for what it was. I loved the bar scene, and I also loved the interaction between him and the main character. The plot is predictable, but it does kind of hit you emotionally at times, and I thought that was very good.
They do come up with like some bizarre excuses, like they establish, like, because the plot in the movie is he has to get to what's that town called? American place, San Francisco. Yeah, that's the one where they he has to get there, and they establish that he can get there in like half a second by running there, but he just doesn't know which way to go and all that type of stuff. So like that's their loophole to turn it into a road trip movie, and it works as a road trip movie. But do you know who I really, really, really liked, and I think we were all confident going in, was Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey is so good as Dr. Robotnik. I loved it, man. He's like the way he moves and all that. It's very Jim Carrey. It's like, you know what to expect, but it just works so well. And the way, like, he's smarter than everybody, and he's talking to dumb people, and he just keeps calling them dumb and stuff like that. I really liked it.
Jim Carrey over the top, but it works for this role for Dr. Robotnik.
Yes, fully agree.
And so, yes, Smooth Jam California, there is a bar scene. There is a bar scene in the film. It's where, sort of spoiler alert, the main character, James Morrison's character, brings up the concept of a bucket list. And it like kind of piques Sonic's interest because up until that point, he has had no interaction with humans, so he decides to create one himself. And so for this scene, without going into too many details, they kind of knock things off of Sonic's bucket list. And then
it's emotional, though, because he's got things like make a real friend, and do all this stuff, normal stuff and all that. Yeah. And one of them is start a bar fight.
Yes, I love that.
He starts a good bar fight. He starts a great bar fight. And they do definitely, it is a rip-off of the Quicksilver X-Men scenes. It really is. Like, you can tell that someone watched, like, X-Men Days of Future Past and was like, yeah, let's add that. That was cool.
Yeah, so that's why I said, like, it's like, it is a rip-off. They are taking that scene, but I loved how it worked with what Sonic did. Now he's just basically going through, and I don't know, it's like using toilet paper on some guys and wrapping cords around people, and it just like snaps his, like, kind of like, snaps fingers, and they all go back to normal speed. Yeah, so I found it amusing.
And they do it again with like all the rockets coming at him from Dr. Robotnik's spaceship that he builds, all that type of stuff. It's pretty cool. And I like the way he kind of Gregory, we will be going semi-spoilerish.
Yeah, semi. We're not going to go into too many details. We're just going to try to give our thoughts on the film.
But I do like how, like, he's been on Earth for quite a number of years, so he kind of knows how things work. Like, he knows what baseball is. Yeah. And I love his, like, his man cave that he has, where he's got all Flash comics and his beanbag and stuff like that.
I love what he calls people. I love what he calls people because he doesn't know their names. Yep. So he goes off of the people's interactions and what they do to give them, like, what he refers to them as. So I don't know if I want to go say them because, as Gregory said, it doesn't come out until the 24th for him. So
yeah, we won't spoil every detail, but we'll give you just a rough idea of what to expect. But honestly, Jim Carrey's Dr. Robotnik is great. But do you know what I was thinking when I walked out of the cinema? If they kept the original design This movie would have been horrible.
Oh yeah, it would have. I mean, that design was just scary in itself.
But think of like certain parts in the movie that aren't in the trailer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Think of that. Like, think of when he's talking with the little kid, and then you have the Sonic that was like from the first trailer. That would be terrifying, man.
It would.
It was a bad design, man. And I think that's the main reason of why. To be honest, it's the only reason I saw this movie. I am far from the biggest Sonic fan. I'm far from being the biggest Sega fan. I had no interest in a Sonic movie. I didn't have the emotional, nostalgic attachment like I did for Detective Pikachu, for example. But it is kind of on the same category. But when they came out and said, like, yeah, you guys really don't like that design, we're going to fix it. We're going to delay the movie. We're going to pump more money into this movie. We're going to go overtime. We're going to fix it. That needs to be supported, you know, on a principle standpoint. And, you know, think of all the people that would have had to, you know, call up their wives and be like, hey, baby, I'm sorry, I can't come home tonight. I got to fix my Sonic movie, sweet ass, you know. So he lost out on getting some nanny to fix this movie. The least we can do is see the goddamn movie.
Not everyone sounds Southern. I love when you try to do an American accent.
Look, you all sound and look the same to me.
Uh-huh. I'll pretend I didn't hear that. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Thank you, Octopus.
My favorite part of Sonic was when Sonic was slurping spaghetti for an hour. Could you imagine his slurping noises at super speeds?
Yeah. And basically, like, this is not going to be spoiling anything because it is in the trailer, and that is the reason why they're after Sonic is because he runs around the bases so fast in that scene it causes a power outage over the entire Northwest.
Basically,
he brings in Dr. Robotnik.
Basically, he does a mini Flashpoint.
Yeah. So that's what brings in Dr. Robotnik, and that's what, like, you know, when we're introduced to Jim Carrey's character, and I love how he's interacting with that I don't know what the officer's rank is.
I think it was
basically going through the definition of, you know, hierarchy of a hierarchical approach to it, and saying that, you know, based on necessity and like blah 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 blah, going through that, and like, you know, you're basic, so it's going through all that.
And he has his goon that translates for him because he says like these big, long, smart, you know, over the top words. And his goon's just like, he thinks you're dumb. And he tells the guy to like push himself against the wall and all that type of stuff, man. Yeah. And he does like all that crazy Jim Carrey dancing while doing experiments and building his type of stuff and all that. And it's really cool. Like, it's like the games, you know, he's got like all the robots that he sends after Sonic and all that. And it's like so he'll start like a big car, he'll destroy the car, then like a motorbike will pop out, and it'll just keep getting smaller and smaller and smaller, like one of those Russian doll type things. That was cool. I love the way they did that. And the most important thing to everybody in the chat, this is something very crucial you need to understand. This movie acknowledges and represents the Sonic memes in a fantastic way. They're all there. All the Sonic memes you've seen on the internet, they're all in this movie. From the way like the way they draw Sonic is like the bad Sonic drawings on the internet. It's all in there.
Hello, Stieg, and no, we don't. Try saying that to a New Yorker, like right to their face. You sound like everyone else.
They do. I don't know. Like, I get confused when watching American movies. I'm like, how did he get here?
Let's see. Trey Courtney said he'd give it a 7. I think, I give it like a 7.5 out of 10. You know, it's not great, but it's enjoyable.
I might drop it down a little bit. I might go like as like a movie. I'd probably give it like a just below a 7. As a kids movie, I'd rate it pretty goddamn highly. As a video game movie, I'd rate it pretty highly. But on a subjective level, I really enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, and I'm trying to think of, like, you know, what we can talk about without getting spoilerish.
Well, what about like the main character? How he's like a cop and he's stuck in like this small rural town, which is a direct reference to one of the levels from Sonic. Like, I think it's like the main level from Sonic actually. And he's in there, you know, it's like a redneck town and all that type of stuff. There's not much to do there.
And you got like one of those basically typical small towns that you see. So
it's like corner gas.
I call it redneck because it's in California, but it's a small town.
Like I said, it's all the same shit to me. Then, yeah, he's in there, and he's like the only. There's like 3 cops in the entire town and whatnot. So he spends most of his days kind of bored, but like it's like his family has like always been cops there, and he's always been a descendant of the cops and all that. So he's kind of there, and he's just doing nothing with his day. Like he's pointing speed cameras at turtles and that type of stuff. Oh
yeah, I love when he did that.
Yeah,
he's like so bored. He just.
But there's like a quote crazy man in the town who believes that Sonic is real.
Yeah.
And Sonic's been trolling him for a fair few years. It's pretty funny the way he trolls him.
Yeah.
Like what do they call him? Crazy Bill or some shit like that?
Crazy Carl or something like that.
Crazy Carl or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just. And then
he's trying to tell them that Sonic is real. Like for years.
They call him the Blue Devil.
Blue Devil. Yeah. So there's lots of good stuff like that. And yeah, the main character, he's got like his wife, and yeah, like she's like a veterinarian, and they want to move out. They want to go he wants to move to a bigger city, and
he wants to move because he feels in a way trapped. Like he's not where like he's helping people, but he wants it to be a life and death situation. As he puts it, not just jump starting their car or whatever. But so that's basically what's propelling him to San Francisco.
But then he talks to Sonic about it, and Sonic's got like a lot of like counterpoints. He's like of why he should stay. It's like the people love you. Like so. There's a lot of things like that where like he grows as a person, as a character through Sonic. It's really nice. It's really touching the way they do a lot of that type of stuff.
Yeah, this is where it's like a lot of the emotion is their interactions, and when like Sonic is telling him. Yeah, but like you're still needed here. You're still loved here. So it's why is it that you want to go just for like one part that you feel that you're missing, sort of a situation. And I also love the relationship between James Marsden and the actress who plays his wife.
Yep.
It's like they have they mix well. It's like a love, but it's like one of those. Where
it's almost like a bromance as well.
Yeah. Basically, in their interactions, it's like there's like a friendship, like a true friendship there. Like when she hands him the envelope after, with the answer to him applying to the San Francisco Police Department, and she had 2 cakes baked.
Yeah, she's got that one in case he failed, and it says like San Francisco sucks.
He's like, oops, wrong one. She puts it down and grabs the other one. She has 2 cakes ready. And, for whatever the 2 answers that he could possibly get.
And her sister is constantly telling her to divorce him. She's like, "Oh my God, shut the fuck up."
Oh yeah, that woman. I loved what happened to her.
What's up with the chat? I don't know. My Streamlabs.
Well, Greg's asking if is it better than Detective Pikachu?
Oh, that's tough. I'm leaning no. But that's a tough question.
I'd say for me, just because I was never really into Pokemon, it's on par. They're both almost like the same level. Maybe Detective Pikachu is a little bit better than Sonic, but I don't really have that, I guess, connection that you would have with Pokemon.
That's fair. I don't know. I feel like Detective Pikachu, it kind of just ticked a lot of boxes for me. But yeah, I don't know. That's a tough question. I should probably rewatch Detective Pikachu, but as of right now, I'm leaning no.
No.
Slightly, and I do mean slightly.
I'd give it a 5.5 out of 10. I've not seen it yet.
This movie denies Birds of Prey, so of course.
Okay, here's a question for you.
All right, guys. Here's the question. We've all spent what's going on? Years wondering the answer to this. Who was faster, Sonic or the Flash? Oh, Flash. Flash burns him.
Yeah, pretty much. But I love also how he's reading Flash comic books.
And how quickly he's reading them as well.
Yeah. So I love that little nod in the movie whenever he's in his man cave and he's like going through like, oh yeah, like I'm here. I haven't interacted with anyone, but I have a lot to do. And he's going through like basically everything that he has set up in his man cave.
Yeah, and it's like
ping pong table he plays by himself. So
yeah, he does a lot of stuff like that as well. Plays baseball by himself and all that type of stuff. Pretty cool.
Yeah, it was like we're supposed fun with his interactions. Oh, the baseball scene I also loved because he was like, hit it to the left field guy. He's spacey, and he's like, I love that. Where he's playing the different personalities during the game, but it's also again very emotional because he's real. Like it hits him that he's alone.
Yeah, he doesn't really have any friends. Like he's always hanging out. Like the way like the married couple will be watching a movie and whatnot, and he'll be like watching the movie through the window, and he's like, "Yeah, we're all friends. They just don't know I'm here." Like stuff like that.
Yeah,
it's like,
like where he's like trying to try to keep it as positive as possible, but then the baseball scene when he it hits him, which leads to him running at his top speed around the bases, causing that power outage.
And the way he hates the dog because the guy likes the dog better.
Yes, you're the one who won't shut up about. Yeah.
The dog's
I just love that scene. It's just, oh man, I just I guess in a way, if you haven't seen it yet, at least see it once. I primarily went because I loved the fact that they listened to the fans who were saying that this rendition of Sonic is scary as hell, and it does not look good. And they went through and changed it, actually pushing the release back.
Yep.
And not many studios would do that.
Oh, not in this day and age. This day and age, you'd be met with a lot of bullshit for voicing a criticism or a concern like that, even though it comes purely from a place of passion and love. But I think the key difference with these guys here is, one, they were like, okay, no one's going to see the movie if we don't fix it, so we're at a loss.
Yeah.
And I saw, I don't know if it was the director or it was definitely someone attached to the movie, and he was saying, he was like, well, look, you got to understand, we're all Sonic fans making this movie, and we want to do the best job we possibly can to respect the character. So we're pushing it back. We're calling in pizza tonight because we're pulling overtime.
Yeah. As you said, not many studios in this day and age would do it. They'd be kind of like, I don't know, Warner Brothers, big fuck you to anyone criticizing the film, and then complain when it bombs at the box office.
I don't think Warner Brothers really does that. Warner Brothers has the other problem. They just kind of stay quiet and then go to major focus groups and then just come up with stupid reasons of why it bombed. The movie's too dark. We're gonna add more jokes. We're gonna change everything. That's Warner Brothers. Disney, on the other hand, is a bit more asshole-ish.
Well, they are pretty much. I mean, I don't know if you. I tweeted. Oh
God.
I watched the cartoon, but I don't remember that.
I don't know, man. Have you seen that episode of Sonic cartoon where he literally jumps through light speed? He goes so fast. I have not, but remember Flash, he runs fast enough to fuck up everything for everybody.
I mean, as I said, I watched the cartoon, but it's been years since I've watched any of them, so I can't remember that episode. I'm not doubting I just don't remember it. But
I don't remember it either.
But now what was I gonna say? Oh, I tweeted basically saying because you had those trolls and Birds of Prey stands basically tweeting out the same damn tweet about how there are homophobic slurs in the movie and all that bullshit, and how they took their kids to go see Birds of Prey to ease the mental scarring.
Oh yes, take them to see the R-rated movie over the child-friendly Blue Hedgehog movie. Yes.
So I tweeted for the images of the tweets, and I said, I was just going to support the studio, and now I'm going to piss you guys off. Win-win for me. So that's all I ended with basically. And then this person retweets my tweet and goes into this dissertation of why you shouldn't see the Sonic film.
All right, what's the general consensus of why you should not see the Sonic movie that's rated G for general audiences and appeals to children?
Well, one of the reasons, and I have to go back and look at his wording, but one of the reasons was that it was all a marketing ploy, basically coming out with that horrible design initially, and then changing it.
I've heard that conspiracy theory. One, I don't believe it because the backlash was pretty intense to that.
Yeah.
Two, if it is true, they are geniuses because it worked.
So, well, I doubt it's true because I'm hearing that there are toys that were released tied to the film that were still had the design, the original design for Sonic.
And posters.
Yeah, so it's like that's a whole waste of money right there.
Yeah, you
To
can't
just
do
sucker
anything with
people
that.
in.
You can't go back and change that.
Yeah, so it was basically just a bunch of conspiracy theories and like his reasoning, and I was like, well, thank you for that holier than thou dissertation.
So pretty much what you're saying is he has a small pee-pee.
Pretty much.
Okay.
I didn't say that, but I think that's the what's implied with his tweets. So
his tweets make you think he has a small pee-pee. I totally get that. Trust me, I totally get that.
So
I think that a lot when I'm scrolling through Twitter. I'm like, wow, this person hasn't had sex in 16 years, and this person has a small pee-pee.
the fact that he went into a dissertation tells me he hasn't had sex in like 5 years. I'm like, dude,
wow.
How much time do you have?
Oh god. Also, I'd like to point out that Sonic has a mixed race couple.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, and the fact is that it's a mixed race couple. It's like he's white, his wife is black, but they didn't go, "Hey, look how progressive we are." In the leading up to like in the marketing leading up to the film, it was just, "Here's his wife."
Yeah, exactly. But it's a kids' movie. They're not going to understand this whole progressive shit. They're not going to understand what's going on. They're just going to look at it and be like, "Oh, okay, they're together."
Yeah, well, I'm saying, like, even then, even in the marketing, there was like no.
There was no push for it.
Yeah, there was no push for it. It was just basically.
Was she even in the trailers?
What?
Was she even in the trailers?
I think she was, because in the first trailer, when it was released and the backlash happened, they showed the elevator scene where they're waiting for the elevator.
Yep.
And she's waiting for him, but we didn't know it was his wife then.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
they just showed her. So it was not like, oh, hey, look, we're progressive. She's it's an interracial couple. And it's like, it was more like just you go to the film and say, oh, yeah, by the way, this is his wife. You saw in the trailer.
Yeah. It's just introduced. It's like, yep, this is his girl, rah, 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 rah. She's a veterinarian. He's a cop. They live in this town. And here's the blue hedgehog. But yeah, so apparently this movie's... I heard some people saying this movie has like KKK references or some shit like that.
Oh, bestiality.
Where
bestiality, yeah.
Where are they saying this comes from? I want to know what moment they're saying this is a reference to.
Well, it was before the movie was even released. They're basically just trying to tank it. It's really what they are. They're like Smooth Jam, California. Well, I mean, some of them were trolls who were just copying and pasting the dumb tweets. But then there were ones that actually, I think, were being serious in their attempts. Because one even retweeted Anna.
Yeah.
And said, like, oh, you're just trying to appease the incels kind of a situation. I'm like, yeah, you're serious.
I love that one. So, you just want male attention. Right. So, wow, because you can't fucking get any.
Yeah.
Because you're just pissed off that dudes don't want to look at you because you're freaky.
Yeah.
Not in a good way.
Smooth Jam, California, like, these are the same wanks that were pushing Captain Marvel last year because it made money. Yeah. I mean, I'm not surprised. These are basically like Bree-bots who went into change to bop stands. Yeah, pretty much what they are. They jump on like whatever is popular to them or what social agenda they want to attach themselves to. And it just happens to be Birds of Prey at the moment. So,
I'm actually a big Harley fanboy. Yeah, me too, man. I own quite a lot of Harley Quinn stuff. Also love Margot. I love Margot as well. She started on a TV show because she's Australian, right? Okay, pretty much all of our actors and actresses either come from a show called Neighbours or Home and Away. Essentially, they're just like how you have like Days of Our Lives and Bold and the Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same shit except our version of it, right?
Okay.
And she started on one called Neighbours, and I'll admit I used to watch a bit of Neighbours from time to time. And yes, that was where she started. And then she kind of left Neighbours for a while, went really quiet, and then blew up in Hollywood. So it's always good to see like Australian actresses do really well. Plus the fact everyone in the world agrees she's fucking smoking hot and all that. But I don't know, like something weird happened along the line between then and Birds of Prey. So I do love Harley Quinn.
Hollywood got to her.
Hollywood got to her. But this film looked trash from the outset. Then again, they don't want fans. They want male representation at all costs.
Yeah.
Literally at all costs.
Yeah, it's why they, virtue signaled with race swapping Black Canary. It's why they queer baited people into watching the film.
Yeah, that was weird the way they did that type of stuff. It really was weird.
And it's like no point in either one of those choices.
Yeah, very strange. And then I forgot what I was going to say with that movie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I've lost my train of thought.
Well, anyway, like back to Sonic.
Sorry. It was with Harley.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of stuff going around saying, how can you all claim to be Harley Quinn fans and not like this movie? It's like, well, because I am a Harley Quinn fan, that's why I don't like this movie.
Pretty much. Because basically there was, it's one thing I will say how they did successfully with the Birds of Prey film is they made it boring. They made a Harley Quinn centric film boring when it wasn't a fight scene.
Yeah, it's quite fascinating. But
whereas Sonic, I was actually engaged in a kids movie.
And I think Sonic seems to be doing pretty well, all things considered. Let's have a look at that. All right. Okay, so.
All right.
Box office. Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh, am I screen?
Yeah. Speeding to 65 million opening.
Look at him. Look how happy he is.
Yeah, and my video when I did it, because this is a variety as well, they were projecting $40 to $45 million opening. Yeah. Oh, and if it's going on track the way it is, it's going to beat that projection and beat in one weekend Birds of Prey, because Birds of Prey as of now stands at 48 million something domestic.
Wrecked. It wrecked.
So 7 days, this movie's going to beat it in like 3.
What do you think's the lesson? Oh, actually, let's go through this first, and then we'll discuss that. So, Sonic the Hedgehog is speeding to 65 million opening at North American box office this President's Day weekend, according to estimates. So this is just one country, keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Paramount's action adventure based on the Sega video game character had been pegged to generate 40 to 45 million prior to its launch.
Mm-hmm.
Should estimates hold, it could break 54 million record set by last year's Detective Pikachu for best 3-day domestic opening for a video game movie. Dude, there's so many records. Like, they just invent records these days.
Yeah, they pretty much do.
Opening
they'll pick a month and pick a movie that did well, and it broke records.
This movie broke the record for most viewings in 24 hours at one location for the next 2 months. Opening at 4,130 locations, the film receives a cinema score from first day audience, an A. It got an A. The live action and CGI hybrid follows the world's fastest hedgehog teaming up with his new best friend, Tom Wachowski, to defend the planet from the evil Dr. Robotnik. Reviews have been mostly positive, generating a 64% Rotten Tomatoes. Fuck Rotten Tomatoes. Who cares what they think one way or another? Originally slated to premiere on the 8th of November 2019. Wow.
Yeah, they pushed it back like 4 months roughly.
The film suffered a brutal fan backlash over the design of Sonic, prompting Paramount and director Jeff Fowler to delay the release in order to redesign the main character. The opening weekend results seem to validate the decision of the movie, which carries 87 million price tag. It bounced this weekend in 41 countries overseas, making up to 60% of its international footprint. Warner Brothers' second weekend for the superhero pick Birds of Prey is heading for a second place of about 20 million. Following a disappointing 33 million opening weekend. Ouch. It should finish the holiday period with about 63 million in its first 11 days. Okay. Oh, fuck off. I don't want the latest news from Variety. Besides Sonic, I think that's pretty much everything to do with it, really. The rest is just caca crap.
Yeah, because Fantasy Island opened up, and I think that's like that Is it a Blumhouse horror film?
Yeah, pretty crazy. Hey, they took the idea of Fantasy Island, where it's like, the plan, and they turned it into like a slasher movie. I'm gonna be honest, man, that kind of interests me, doing like such a radical change like that. So I'm curious to see how that plays out. But it looks like it's not going to go well up against Sonic.
Well, no.
The only
One
thing it
thing I'll
has
say
going
about
for it,
Blumhouse films is that they're done sort of on the cheap to make a quick profit.
yeah, pretty much they pump them out. Like if you go in expecting it to be good, you're going to be very disappointed. Like
Yeah.
they don't put much effort into it. It's a quick dollar for them.
So I might see it in theaters just to see how bad it is, because I'm not expecting it really to be good. But
the only thing they have going for them, well, they got many things going for them, but they released it on Valentine's Day, and I think that's actually kind of a smart decision, because lots of couples, they like to go see like a horror movie or whatever, so they can, do a little bit of smoochy in the cinema and all that, because let's face it, that's what horror movies are.
there was a couple actually in front of me when I was waiting to get my, because I bought my ticket through my phone app, and I had to go and get scanned so I could go into the theater. There was a couple ahead of me buying tickets to Fantasy Island. So I'm like,
we know what they're doing. Exactly. We know what they're doing. That's why they picked the Valentine's Day release date.
Yeah, that's like, and plus it's like President's Day on Monday, so it's like 2 holidays.
Is that a public holiday?
Yeah, it is, generally so.
Yep. Yeah, well, there you go.
And that's another reason why Sonic is going to do so well, is because parents can go see the film again on Monday.
Yeah, that's it. We'll take the kids, take the kiddies. Keep them quiet for less than 2 hours. It's a short movie as well.
Yeah, it's
in the cinema. It's actually kind of enjoyable, and yeah, everyone has a fun little day.
Yeah, so works well for like both of those films, pretty much.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
And like you said, like another thing that works for the Sonic film is it's short. It doesn't drag anything out. It has like a definite, like, from point A to point B sort of approach on the plot, and it's okay, quick. This is the destination. This is the goal. It's a road movie. Okay, and it takes a place in, like, once the action actually starts, it takes place basically over a day or so.
Yeah, it's short, like in terms of the time frame of the movie, and I think this movie was just over an hour and 30 minutes, to be honest.
Yeah, it'd be over an hour and 30 minutes, because the Showtime ticket I bought, it said it was like an hour and 50, but that includes about 10 minutes of previews.
Yep.
And then like the total running time also includes credits, so the actual movie itself is probably around an hour and 30 minutes, a little over an hour and 30 minutes.
Did you see the end credits scene?
Yeah, I did, and I don't want to go into spoilers. So for Gregory,
really cool.
Yeah. So if Gregory is still in the chat, stay, because there is a credit scene.
And it's awesome.
Yeah,
my problem with that was I saw that particular scene leaked online, and I saw it, but I didn't know it was the end credits scene. So I was watching the whole movie going, oh, when's this going to happen? Because this part's really, really cool. And then the credits came up, and I was like, I know how they're going to do this. And still, it's really cool. It is really, really cool. I'm fighting back a sneeze at the moment. Hey.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I don't want to go into, I don't want to go into that end credit scene, but it does leave it open for a sequel. And at the rate Sonic's going with the opening, and for its time in the box office, I think that they will do it.
I also saw on Twitter, someone posted something. I won't spoil it, but they're saying, do you think this is a reference to Mario? And then I saw it, and I thought, holy shit, I think it is.
You said it was on Twitter?
Yeah, there was a reference to Mario.
Trying to remember.
Could you imagine a crossover, a Sonic Mario crossover, like the two biggest characters in gaming history on screen together?
I would actually love to see that.
That would be freaking amazing.
Just to see the combination, just to see it.
Yeah.
Because I haven't played, like actual, like not including Mario Kart, an actual Mario game in a long time, but I grew up on like those classic video games. And my siblings and I still play Mario Kart.
We'll see what happens. I mean, isn't it quite funny how like the Mario Bros game that came out, that movie that came out years ago was like total gorilla crap, and this movie's like really good. So it's kind of like Sega has like a big one over Nintendo at the moment. So I can kind of picture Nintendo being like, "Fuck them, we got to get a good one out."
Yeah, I can see that. But I would love to see those two together. So like I said, we still play the classic games, my siblings and I. And like one of them is Mario Kart. And
there's a comment in the chat from Obsidian. I just opened it then. Obsidian Paladin Mario saying to him, "You know how the first Iron Man movie ends? Was like they're talking about the Avengers Initiative."
Yeah, I'm here to talk about the initiative. Yeah, I'd love to see that.
That's pretty funny, man. Trey Courtney said that Fantasy Island was crap.
Yeah, he's saying
I can't say I'm surprised.
Yeah, I really don't go. I mean, other than Happy Death Day, which actually surprised me. I'm not saying like that movie was great or anything, but I enjoyed that film. Most things from Blumhouse are just made for as cheaply as possible and pushed out on holiday weekends to get their money back as quickly as possible. So
yeah, exactly. That's all they are. They're just cheap little movies they can put out. Everyone will go see it to make fun of it or to get a wrist job in the cinema and then laugh about the movie.
Hold on.
That's all it really is. All right. Well, I'm gonna do my best to read the chat, and I don't have control over it.
Yeah, it was so bad. Worst horror so far. Hopefully, Halloween Kills makes up for it.
I am really worried about Halloween Kills. I liked the 2018 Halloween movie.
Yeah.
I liked it because it fixed Michael Myers. But when they said it was one of those movies where when it ended, I thought, just leave it, just fucking leave it. And then it was like 1 week later, it's like, hey, we got 3 sequels planned. I was like, oh, you son of a bitch. This is exactly how it went wrong the first time.
Yeah. But yeah, I enjoyed the Halloween, the recent Halloween film that came out, and how it basically goes from like the second one.
First one. Scrap the second one.
Well, yeah, I'm saying from the second one on didn't exist.
Oh, yep, my bad.
So yeah, let me finish the topic now. Yeah, but and how they went. Spoiler alert if you have not seen the recent Halloween film, and that is that they negated the whole Michael is her brother storyline, which I love that they did that, because I never liked that whole storyline within the Halloween franchise. It always seemed to me that it worked better when he was just a stranger to her, like just a psychopath hunting her down.
I agree. I don't mind the twist that it's his sister, but I felt in later movies it just got way overdone. The whole family's cursed and all this type of crap. Because the original Halloween is my favorite movie, not just my favorite horror movie, but my favorite movie of all time. And I think it didn't need anything after it. Just the first one, and that's it. Done, because it was perfect. It was absolutely perfect. We're introduced to Michael Myers. We're like, what is up with this dude? He's just a fucking psycho. He doesn't talk. We don't learn anything about him. And then we have that ending where the ending is flawless. It's absolutely flawless, where Dr. Loomis looks over the balcony and Michael's gone, and he has this look in his face. It's not surprise. It's I knew this was going to happen.
Yeah.
I knew this was going to happen. And he actually says that in the DVD commentary. He's like, I knew that's how I wanted to play it. It was like, I knew this was going to happen, because you're watching the movie and you're like, man, Michael's taking some serious damage. He gets stabbed and he just keeps going. And it's like, what is this dude?
Well, he gets stabbed. He gets shot.
Yeah, he gets thrown downstairs and all that. It's like, man, if this was a man.
And it plays into what Loomis says when he's talking about when he was trying to help him as a boy, and he's saying I looked into his eyes and there was nothing there.
There's nothing there. All he is, this is why the first Halloween is just goddamn perfect. It's because all he is just pure evil.
Yeah, that's why he's my favorite. I mean, Freddy probably scared me the most only because you couldn't fall asleep.
Yeah, that's such a fucked up concept.
But Michael was king of the horror films. I love the Halloween films over the Friday the 13th ones, and even some of the even some of the Nightmare on Elm Street ones. So
I completely agree with that. To be honest, like for me, it goes in terms of like who is like the face of horror. Like it's Michael fucking Myers. Michael was number one. Then I would probably go Freddy over Jason because, like you said, the whole you can't sleep thing. That's just such a messed up concept. And also Freddy, where Freddy kind of beats everyone is he has that personality trait to him. Like, he says all those one-liner type stuff and like sticks the tongue out of the girl and all the really creative type kills. Like Freddy was kind of like does like the cool type stuff and all that. And say like Freddy Free, like dude, that whole movie is just full of perfect one-liners. Like when he grabs that chick's head and says, "Welcome to primetime, bitch," and pushes the head through it.
3 is good. You can kind of skip 2. Just go from 1 to 3.
2 is 2 is crap. 2 is bad. 2 is a gay movie. 2 is gay.
Before you go further into that, we have a guest who I thought was not going to be able to come, but now is able to be on. Hello.
What a fucking free
sorry about your stream. Sorry about your stream.
What happened?
Forgot the password.
I'm not gonna laugh, but that's funny.
And Josiah's trying to fix it. And here we are. Thank you for having me on. It's an honor to be here. How does my microphone sound? I don't know.
You look and sound perfect.
How do I look, Lethal? That's what I want to really know.
Stellar, 10 out of 10. I'm scared to turn my camera on.
You're like an 11 out of 10 drunk. Yeah. You go to an 11, basically. And we kind of segued from Sonic into Halloween films, so let's go back to Sonic because you saw it. So what did you think of the film?
I thought it was awesome, actually. I haven't really so I saw it with 19K Fox at Disney Springs. And it was the late showing. It was like 10 o'clock showing, so there wasn't any children in the theater because it was the Thursday night. You had school the next day, and I guess. And so we had a lot of drunk people, literal drunk people in the theater. And so it was, oh, wow.
Sexy rainbow jizz gay.
And I all the parts that you were supposed to laugh at, I thought were funny. Like we're not doing spoilers, right? No spoilers.
Well,
light.
Okay,
spoiler.
So I thought the scene where he had the turtle, I thought was hilarious.
Oh, I love that.
I thought it was hilarious. I was laughing hard. I love there was a joke in there about hipsters. I thought that was.
Oh, I love that. The bar
dead.
Like, how dare you?
I was dead laughing. I was like, that is the joke right there. That was the joke. And for what it was worth, it brought me back into the video game. And I thought Jim Carrey did great for who he was supposed to be.
Oh, yeah. Dr. Robotnik is over the top.
Yeah. And so
Jim Carrey's like a perfect actor for that.
And then at the very end, he had like the full, he had it. He was all it's all decked out with the mustache and everything. So I had no plans on seeing this film only because they changed it. Because they changed it, I said I'm gonna see it just because I'm trying to send a message, and just trying to send a message to Hollywood. And I'm just shocked at all this hate that it's getting from Hollywood itself.
Oh, fuck them.
It's just weird to me, It's weird to me. It's a family film. There's no cursing in it. There's no. Yeah. It's you can take children to see this film and be good about it, like watching the film.
Well, drunk, we had the box office numbers up, and trust me, no one's going to give a fuck what those weirdos are saying with the numbers there.
No.
I think they're afraid of losing their power. Like if they're like, if it's successful, then other movie theater, other companies might be like, they might do the same thing. They might go, let's release an early trailer and see what the people think, and kind of guide into what they will pay us to see. So if it makes a lot of money, they're just going to be like, we did the right move, by fixing it and changing it. And You know, so it was. So I think it's a power thing. I think it like shatters the narrative where it's like you need to watch this girl's I don't know villain movie, which I had no interest in watching. Like I know it wasn't woke or anything. It just didn't appeal to me. You know what I mean? Like I just didn't care.
Well, to be fair, who does that movie appeal to? Like seriously, who does? It doesn't appeal to comic book fans because they completely fucked up all the characters. It doesn't appeal to children because it's R-rated. Who does this movie appeal to?
That's what I'm saying, but they make it so they could push it and say you must watch this film. And
the more you push something on someone, the more they're going to turn around and say, "Fuck off, leave me alone."
Why don't they understand that? And you know what's really weird? And I'm saying, cut me if I'm talking too much, but
that's fine. The
excuses for this film, they had like every week, every day when it was released, there was, it was the coronavirus fault. Because they can't show it in other countries.
Yeah.
But you can't win that argument with the Joker movie. So it's like that argument.
It wasn't even shown at all in China. Like, at least I think Birds of Prey at least has some theaters there, just not at all the theaters.
I think Mara is just an angry white man that hates society.
Pretty much. I mean, I know. I am. I've embraced my toxic masculinity and internalized misogyny.
You can't. You're too good looking for that crap.
Well, apparently because I don't goose step to the narrative of the whole girl power movement, I have internalized misogyny. So, yeah.
They also
Does that mean you'll do whatever I say?
But more men watch this film than women.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
more
it's
men
a funny thing. It's a funny thing. 53% of the audience were male. So they still were more than the female audience, but it was supposed to be marketed to the girl power movement and for females.
And yeah, Wonder Woman, 2017. You know, Patty Jenkins and Goddess Gal Gadot. Majority of that, like over 50%, was female that went and saw that movie.
Yeah.
How come they're not bringing up like Wonder Woman's doing so well? It's so weird that like Wonder Woman's argument gets. So they even blame the name. It's the name's fault. People will watch it. But yeah, they're not even bringing up, like, they don't bring up the Wonder Woman argument.
No, they don't, because it destroys their narrative.
Yeah,
it destroys their narrative, pretty much.
And you've had, like, Patty Jenkins and Gal Gadot kind of speak out on a lot of this dumb shit. They just don't want to get involved with it. They're like, fuck this. You know, we're trying to make a movie. We don't have time for your Twitter outrage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Patty Jenkins, she knows Wonder Woman. Like, yes, Zack Snyder gave her a lot of help, but Patty Jenkins, she gets it, you know, like you can tell she's a fan. So she gets it. And that's where the Sonic people have the same advantage. Like you can tell they genuinely care for the character and the mythos of Sonic. So they want to get it right. Whereas, no offense to Margot Robbie, but I don't think you get it. I don't think you've read a whole lot of Birds of Prey comics.
That's where I find it funny where actors and actresses, particularly in this situation, say that I researched the character and I'm watching this film going, what the fuck did you read? What did you research?
Well, did you ever hear the story about, I can never pronounce this dude's name, the guy that played Punisher in Daredevil and on Netflix?
Bernthal. What's his name?
Yeah.
He was in Walking Dead too.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, he's Shane in The Walking Dead. Did you hear the story of when he walked into the comic shop?
No, I didn't.
This was when he was first announced to be the Punisher, and there was no filming or anything like that done. And he walks into the comic shop, and the guy looks at him, says, "I'll be right back," and goes and grabs a whole bunch of Punisher comics and puts them on the desk for him. And goes, "These are the ones you got to read."
Mm-hmm.
Fucking if I like that.
Yeah.
I thought he was great as a Punisher. I thought the series had a couple weird scenes in it.
My issue
when
with
he was
Punisher,
trying to be a family man, you know, after that's just not his personality. But
my issue with the Netflix Punisher was I feel they kind of turned him into more of a bullet sponge. Like, don't get me wrong, he did a lot of smart shit, but it just seemed like his tactic was to always just run in and get the shit kicked out of him, but still always win the fights, as opposed to being very stealthy, sneaking around, planting bombs. He just seemed to be a massive bullet sponge. But him in Daredevil season 2, I think was the best shit he ever did, man. That was fucking great, man. That whole Daredevil show on Netflix is like I put that show above any MCU movie any day of the week, man. That show was fucking brilliant. Trey Courtney says, I hated his Punisher show. He was better in Daredevil. Yeah, everyone seems to agree that him in Daredevil was just so much better, man.
I did like season 2 better than season 1, but I think there was
Punisher?
Yeah. I just think Punisher's my favorite comic book character. I've got all right, you're gonna Oh, I'm not wearing pants, so I gotta be careful coming back.
I don't have my camera on, so it's all good.
Because I saw your tweet, I thought you said people were going to be naked here.
No,
I'm telling her just to take her shirt off.
He's trying to do that. He's trying to get that for my 1K celebration stream whenever that happens. So
So I have like the original like Punisher comics. I have all of them. These are like his first appearance. These are like worth a lot of money. So I keep them like all boxed up. I have this first appearance with Spider-Man.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I have all his comics, dude. I have all of them. And then,
do you have Amazing Spider-Man 120, like 128 or 129?
I even have like his war journals autographed by all the artists. I bought those special. So I only bring that out because just to there's like yeah. That's right there. So like the certificate of authentic, you know.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I'm saying like I take the Punisher really seriously. So I'm one of those non-normie Punisher fans that watch every single movie and go, this sucks. This is not him. This is not the story. You know, I'm one of those guys when it comes to the Punisher. They haven't got him right yet at all.
So you didn't like the Thomas Jane movie that came out?
Not really. It was enjoyable, but it wasn't the story that, you know, if they had gone like, I think, a part 2 to that film, I think they might have gone the right direction.
Okay.
But, the original story, you know, his family didn't die on some beach club vacation with him there or anything like that. So and now freaking Marvel went ahead and changed his backstory. Did you hear about that?
No. What did they change it to?
Apparently that his wife stepped in front of him and saved his life.
Oh my God.
That. Nah, that's
so
whack.
Like she's the real hero. Yeah.
Of course they have to change it.
Like that. Stuff like that kind of changes like the whole origin.
Changes everything.
Yeah.
It's like Joe Chill was trying to shoot someone else, missed, and killed Batman's parents.
Yeah, it just changes the whole story. So I only show the comics to show like that's the one comic book thing that I'm not a normie about. And so watching the series, all the movie, I mean from Dolph Lundgren movie to the Zane movie to the they had like Punisher War. Like all of them were kind of like they were trying to get it, but they just I don't know why they just don't open the comic book and go, there we go. And read. So the Netflix series was actually the closest adaptation to what we have him in the comics than any of the films. So
I really liked him in season 2. Like my favorite part of him in season 2 when he was in court and went schizo. I love that.
That's who he is. He's just like he actually killed more people and more bad. Like the Punisher would want to get arrested at times to go into jail to kill everybody in jail, just because he knew all the bad guys were in jail.
Yeah, because
like you know what? Let me get arrested. Like let me just get arrested today. So he gets arrested, they throw him in jail, you know, for life, and then you know he just killed everybody.
But like, I was thinking more like when like he's what does he say? When he was like, if I go back in time, I'd kill them all again.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the one scene in Daredevil when he was in jail with the Kingpin and he like beats up that's like I was like, okay, that was
him with Kingpin was fucking great. But
yeah,
because I stand by this. Kingpin in Daredevil is the best Marvel villain. Like,
yeah,
it's better than it's better than Thanos. It's better than like any
he was
MCU
awesome.
villain. I loved him as Kingpin. Him in season 3. Oh, that was some fucking mean shit, man. And like his speech, Kingpin, season 1, last episode, has the best villain speech. It's better than any Joker speech that's in a movie or anything like that. When he's sitting in the car and he's telling the story of the what do they call it? He's telling that biblical story in the cop van, and the guy looks at him and gets to the point. He's like, well, what's the point of this? And he just turns around and goes, I am the ill intent, and then just turns into a slaughter. Oh, man. That elevates me, man. That elevates my member something ferocious. And in season 3, man, when like the crooked cop, he's kind of been screwed over and he has to become a crooked cop, and he walks into the room and he sees like the DA, the chief of police, like the FBI, and he looks at him and he's like, fucking really? He controls all of you? It's like, man, we just call him Kingpin. Because I hated the start of the show. I was like, you've turned Kingpin into a snitch. He's a rat. You're like, fuck off. He wouldn't do that.
I know.
And then like it's like, no, he is like, he's calling the shots, man. He runs everything, man. Like, oh, so good. So good. And then they canceled it. Fuck them.
You wonder why that was. Is it Disney? Is it because
it was the Fox buyout, wasn't it?
They canceled everything over there.
Yeah.
I just think Disney canceled it because they don't want people watching Netflix.
Probably.
I'd
say like that's probably a given. Just to pull their shows off of Netflix, the Marvel shows off of Netflix, and at some point put them on Disney Plus. Yeah. If they were to resume them again.
Well, imagine that. Hi, I'm the Punisher, and you're watching Disney Plus.
Yeah, it's not going to be on. They're going to have to make a whole new section of adult stuff on Disney Plus or they're just going to make them like G-rated.
Yeah. There's no way you can make Punisher G-rated. Well, it's like when they tried to make Deadpool PG-13.
They pulled that crap in Birds of Prey when she attacks the police station with a beanbag gun. It's like, what the fuck is it? Like, you know what I thought when I was watching that movie? Like, I love the first Terminator movie. Like, to me, the first Terminator movie is in my top 5 movies of all time. And the best part of that movie is the police station massacre. I'll be back and just drives a fucking cop car and then gets out and kills every police officer in that station. Could you imagine that if the Terminator by Arnold Schwarzenegger just got out with a beanbag gun instead?
They tried to make him a little soft in 2, don't kill anybody.
2 was great because it flipped the script.
But yeah, there was a twist there that was like he still shot him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're not dead, but I still shot him.
And then it made up for it with the T-1000, who was like impaling people and shit like that. But I honestly feel that Terminator 1 has captured the essence of Terminator better than anything ever has. You know, you go back to Kyle Reese's speech with Sarah Connor in the car when she's like biting him, and he grabs her and he's like, look, they don't feel pain, but I fucking do. Please don't do that. And he's like, you listen and understand this thing is out there. It can't be bargained with. It can't be reasoned with. It doesn't feel pain, pity, or remorse, and it will not stop until you are dead. All this thing does is kill. That's all it does. It's a robot. Kill. That's it. That's all it does. And then Terminator 1, I feel it just really puts it up there that's all this thing does better than any other Terminator movie. Like the way he like walks out of the hotel room where he's hiding, just walks out with machine guns and all that type of stuff, like not even trying to conceal it. Like none of that.
His eyes all chopped off.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That is so good. Sticks the knife in his eye, pops it out, puts the sunnies on. Oh, Terminator 1 is badass, man. And the way he goes into like the nightclub scene and just pulls the gun out in public and all that type of shit. Like Terminator 1, perfect.
Well, the biggest twist was I thought he was dead, and then he comes out as a robot limping.
Oh, brilliant, man!
Brilliant. Even though the special effects weren't what they are today, it still was. How you going to be
pretty good?
Well, I mean, that's like why.
Good story
for practical effects over CGI most of the time because they stand up. Like the movie itself, it's dated if you look at the effects, but they're still in a way better than some of the CGI I've seen today.
Good story always outplays special effects. It always will.
Yeah,
exactly.
And then they ruined the Terminator this year.
I hate that movie. I fucking hate Dark Fate. I fucking hate. I
didn't even want to see it.
No, I mean, as soon as I found out that the rumors were real, I was like, no. Yeah, I even told my mom the rumors of what happened to John Connor. Her first words to me, and I quote, were, "That's fucking stupid." My mom is not even big on pop culture. She's seen the Terminator films, and she's even saying that's stupid. That was stupid.
I'm saying this is a good idea. Everyone will like it.
I've got a similar story to that. My dad, he claims, and I believe him, to have seen Terminator 1 16 times in the cinema. And he said he would have had to sneak into it because of like what our laws were and his age at the time. And then I said, like, look, they killed John Connor in Terminator 2. And he just gave me this look of like, don't you be lying to me, boy. I'll reach over there and I'll choke you out.
Oh, look at Tara's here.
Yep.
Yeah, Tara's dope. I'm a big fan of Tara.
Yeah, she's good. I am too. Man, those tattoos, Tara. Woo.
Yeah, she's kind of like Mara. We got to get Mara and Tara on a stream together.
Tara needs to not show photos on her Instagram of her flexing them tattoos because that's just like, for me, that's just like, that's stop. So I'm just saying, not that girls without tattoos are not hot. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying there's some, I don't know. There's some girls can wear the ink like no one's business, and it's just anyway. Sorry, didn't mean to go off on a tangent there.
How many tattoos do you have again, Mara? 2 or 3?
Technically 3.
Technically 3.
Technically have 3.
There's 2 of them here. I can't do it without indicating my chest area. Don't go with the tattoo that I have here. I have a tattoo right here on my sternum, and I can't show it without flashing the chat.
So you have 2 tattoos that aren't connected.
Yeah.
That you can't show because there'll be like a nip slip.
Well, it wouldn't exactly be a nip slip, but it would be almost nearly flashing the chat. So.
Wow, that tattoo artist probably was happy unless you got it in prison.
What?
That tattoo artist was probably very happy unless you got it in prison.
No, I didn't get it in prison. No, and he probably was happy because it's right on my sternum. So
more tats coming for Jay then. Oh, Tyra, don't do it. I've got I have a lot of tattoos. I just don't show them.
Oh, really? I'm a blank canvas. Mara, was it a male tattooist by any chance?
Yes, it was.
Was he
both times? Both times it was a male tattooist.
There's a little snippet of like some of the ink right there.
And
that's Dexter. You just drew that then.
And I can't. And I have one on the small of my back.
Was he a male as well?
Yeah, I said both times were male. So.
Oh, so you would have been like, what do we got? Do you know what?
Probably.
If I was a male tattooist and a girl like Mara came in and was like, hey, can you tattoo like the small of my back here? I'd just put my name.
Lethal. They said it's a Twitter jail tat.
It's a Twitter tat.
It's a Twitter.
A gang tat.
I am thinking about getting maybe 1 or 2 more tattoos at some point, but
can you get damaged on your forehead?
I'm not going to do that. No, I'm not going to do that dumb shit. No.
What are you going to get?
I was actually at one point thinking of, have you seen Boondock Saints?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I was thinking at one point of getting the words they have tattooed on their fingers, Equitas and Veritas, but tattooed down the sides of my hips, like my hip area.
What's with you and getting tattoos on like sexy parts of the body?
I don't know.
I think
the only I would never talk you out of it. Certain companies, in the educational system might have an issue. That's all.
Yeah, no, that's why I got to figure out, like, where, if I were to do it, where I could hide it, pretty much.
Not every company. It could be some. Tara says, I got sleeves, my side. It started a leg sleeve, 5 or 6 on. Oh, man. I'm going to have one done right before I go to Celebration. It's going to be.
And, that's original Mara. I give you that. Yep. So.
It's coming.
Why don't you get written, like, on your left, like, cheek, not your butt cheek, but like your left cheek on your face, that just says Wookiees are trash. Jason Solo is king.
Okay, you missed the part about me being able to hide the tattoos if I want to get a job. I wouldn't be able to do that.
I don't buy that as an excuse. Sorry.
I need to. Funny thing is with paying bills is you need money to do that, and for the money you need a job.
Why don't wait till you start getting super chats, then your mind starts being triggered. I'll get a tattoo on my forehead if someone sends me this much super chat, and believe it or not, they start rolling in.
Anyone in the chat? I have a question for the chat. When Mara gets monetized, Who here will drop a $100 super chat for her to get the words "damaged" tattooed on her forehead?
No, don't you dare. Don't you
I'll even do one better. I'll drop a $200 one for that. So
$200. I'm not going to do that.
Why don't we auction it? Whoever drops the biggest super chat gets to dictate what Mara gets tattooed on her forehead. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to drop a $300 one just to get a penis tattooed on her. So we're going to start the bidding there.
You gotta get the penis here, so she, just to freak people out.
Yeah.
So you get it like you get it like right here near the crack of the cheek, and then
yeah. So like the little parents are like walking around with like their kids, and they're like, "Mommy, she has a willy tattooed on her mouth." What cheek it is then?
Because I cannot do that. So please do not make people give me super chats just for that.
You can get it on the inside of your lip.
No. Oh God, I don't like that. No.
Oh.
I'll donate big just for Mara.
Thank you, Alphamar.
Did you see? This is old news. Like, I've got the. All right, look, I own the DVD to Jason X. Jason in Space.
Oh, God.
I like that movie, man.
Guilty pleasure.
It's like Leprechaun in space. Have you seen that?
Yeah, it's so stupid, but it's funny.
I know.
And then they go back to like nostalgia, back to Camp Crystal Lake, and those old 80s, 70s girls. They're just like, you want to smoke pot? And they take their shirts off. And then the next scene, you see Jason killing them in their sleeping bag. He's just like,
yeah.
The guy that played Jason in that movie, he has the word "kill" tattooed on the inside of his lip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Hey, but, I remember talking with Kermit the Log once. He knows so much about cinema. Like, he's actually really, really smart. And he loves horror like me. So we're talking about horror. And he says to me, he says, Lethal, look, if you're watching a slasher movie and there's not tits in the first 5 minutes, it's a shit movie. And then I was thinking through like all the movies, like all the slasher movies. And he's right. He's right. Like, so just keep that in mind when you're watching a slasher movie. If you don't see a pair of tits in the first 5 minutes, it's going to be a bad movie.
Yeah, Kane Hodder.
Hale Kalog, yeah, the man.
I don't think there was nudity in Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh yeah, man.
In the first one?
Yeah. The chick.
There was a girl in the bathtub, but they didn't show her.
Well, did we see anything during the sex scene with the blonde chick who gets murdered?
Johnny Depp was in the first one. Did y'all know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was his first movie. Johnny Depp is famous because he had the best death scene in Freddy.
Yeah, he like blew up on the ceiling. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of weird characters, did you know? Like we were talking about T2. You know the mother.
Mm-hmm.
That's Vasquez from Alien.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. And then they put the two pictures side by side, and I was like, "Oh,
weird." She looked better as Vasquez.
Like
I think she did. Yeah, it's better as Vasquez. It's like something looks off with her as the foster mom, and
she looks too friendly.
Yeah.
You know, if she doesn't have a bandana, short hair, and talking about having a bigger dick than another person, is it really bad?
That was one of the greatest characters ever made.
She had a great death scene.
They could have like in this if that movie had came out in this day and age, they didn't really do that back when Aliens came out, but in this day and age, she probably would have got a spin-off series or a spin-off like movie because her character.
I can see that.
Her character was like good.
Oh my god, that sounds horrible to me. Fast
it would have been a guilty pleasure to watch. Like it would have been like they've been trying to push that Rose Tico series like in comic books and everything. I was like, you need a Vasquez series.
Don't give them any ideas. I'll find a way to ruin her character.
Bill Paxton is like one of the only people to be killed by an alien, a Terminator, and a Predator.
Yeah, that's right. He goes killed by a predator, killed by an alien.
Does he get killed by a Terminator as well?
Yeah, he was a punk rock in the first
Terminator 1.
In Terminator 1, he gave him his jacket or something.
Yeah, he's the one that's like, nice night for a walk.
Yeah, that's right.
This man's a couple cans short.
Oh god, that was him. Shit.
Yeah, Arnie punches through him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like I've seen the movie, but it didn't register to me that was Bill Paxton.
He was also in the greatest movie of all time, Weird Science.
Oh yeah, that one.
Did you ever see that movie, Lethal?
Weird science.
All right, so when I was a kid,
this plot is right up your alley, Lethal.
Lethal, dude. We need to do this on your channel. We need to watch that movie together because when I was a kid, that movie came out and it was every boy's dream. They create a woman, like a sexual crazy woman that was just who was that? Kelly LeBrock, I think. And Bill Paxton was in the film as the older brother who was a jerk. It was great. It was a great film. You watch as a little kid and you have like these dreams of like, can I make a woman now? Yeah. Can I be like these guys? Oh my god, it was great.
Yeah, it is like right up your alley, pretty much.
That does sound pretty good. That does sound pretty
cool. You're making this woman on the computer, and they're like, what size breasts you want? And they're like, bigger, big. Like, oh my god, it was great. It was great.
Yeah. So okay, speaking of, I guess
I can't believe you haven't seen that movie, Lethal. Sorry, I can't believe you haven't seen that movie, Lethal.
I don't think I have.
You have got to watch that film.
Mara, I just want to point out
the whole time. You will laugh your freaking head off the whole time.
Let's make it happen, man. Let's have a date night. Mara, I'd like to point out that your stream's got 53 likes. I just noticed. Holy shitballs.
Oh, well, thank you.
How many dislikes?
On that holy shitball note, and I'm talking about comic books, where one of the other topics we were going to talk about was the Batsuit reveal.
Yes.
Where the Batman.
Now, Drunk, I know you're not really a Batman type guy.
You're going to hate me? I don't like Batman.
Yeah, it's fucking weird.
I still like you, Drunk, even though you're wrong.
I'm a Superman person, so I don't like Batman.
Well, see, when my dad tells me Batman isn't a superhero, I quote to him, "Superman isn't brave."
Superman, yeah, I love that. I love that quote. Superman isn't brave.
So,
all I have to say is, in this argument, I would never say Batman is not a superhero. I like what he does. But we all saw if Superman wanted to take over the world, what would actually look like and what would have happened, and how he could, without even blinking an eye. What was that series called?
Injustice.
Injustice. So I'm just saying. It
looked good, but Batfleck's suit is still the best. I agree. Batfleck's suit is like perfection, man. Look, I'll start off with this. I really don't like the whole thing of, it's fucking Twilight, dude, so it's going to be shit. Well, if that's the case, Heath Ledger's the gay cowboy and Michael Keaton is Mr. Mum. All right.
Yeah, I never bought that argument.
Yeah, that's crap. That's crap.
People are saying, I'm like, could you let him take that albatross from around his neck, please? I mean, like, just Twilight's done. Get over it. He's a good actor.
He is a good actor, and no one on the face of the earth bagged out Twilight more than him. He was bagging it out as the movies were coming out. He said, "This is just a fucking paycheck, man. I don't give a shit about this crap." He is a good actor.
I agree.
And what people are saying also about this Batsuit, and I couldn't find the article. I read this because this was a while back, but his Batsuit is supposed to be made by him. It's like basically him making it from scratch because this is him before he is established as Batman. So it's not exactly going to look, I don't think, as good as the other suits.
I love that. That's the whole point. No, you're right. That is the whole point. It's like this is a younger a Batman, like a not established Batman. He doesn't have Bat family. He doesn't have this network of support at the moment. It's just him and Alfred, really. It's just him putting his shit together as he goes along. Like, so, something will happen and he'll be like, oh God, okay, I didn't think that part through. I need to upgrade here. Okay, I need this. I need that. See, I love Batfleck. Batfleck is my favorite live action Batman. But there's one key line you have to remember in that movie. 20 years is what he says. So we're talking about a Batman that's been in the game for 20 years. So of course he's going to have all this dope shit and all this like hardcore high technology and all that type of stuff, Yeah. But this is a younger year one or potentially year two Batman where he doesn't really have a whole lot. So he's just kind of, making his stuff as he goes along. So I dig that. And plus the fact it's going to be a noir detective driven story that could potentially, quotes, potentially be the most accurate Batman on screen. because Batman is a detective. Batman is the world's greatest detective, and that's something that hasn't really been done.
No, because
Batman movie.
We live in an action-paced world,
and
people want to see action. So, but I also think if they dive into some of these, like I will give you this more than anything. I'm more of a Marvel guy all the way, but I will say this: Batman, hands down, not even close, has the greatest villains ever created in any comic book. The greatest villain. I'm sorry, hands down. The Joker is probably the greatest villain, arguably maybe of all time. So hands down, I really enjoy. I just wish they would. On top. I just wish they would get into a little more Penguin, a little more Riddler, things like that. But
they're gonna have them in there. And now I love the Batman villains. Like you said, I love them all. But for me, I would also, if they're going to continue this, I would like to see them add some more of the villains he's faced.
Yeah, I want to see like a Clayface. I would love to see a live action Clayface.
I want to see Man-Bat on screen.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
That freaked me out when I was a kid.
Yeah, that would be dope. Like Batman's got so many villains that haven't been done. Like I remember talking with
Isn't there like one that's Calendar Man?
That's what, sorry?
Was it Calendar Man?
Calendar Man, yeah, he's dope, man.
Yeah.
He does some.
But see, those are the villains where Batman really has to use his mental intelligence to, and that's where you get the investigation side and his and how great his intelligence is, and all that stuff.
You want to know who the most looked over villain is? Is Professor Pig. Professor Pig is basically Hannibal Lecter. You know. Hey, my girl, Tara, Professor Pig, 100%, man. He is like twisted and evil, you know, like that type of stuff, man. So there's lots of cool stuff over there. But just going back to this suit, I like it. It's kind of got like a bit of an Arkham vibe to it with like all the armor type stuff. And I do like how they've taken the idea from the comics of melting the gun and putting it into the bat symbol. I love that idea when he did it in the books because they showed like fights of him. Like, for example, he was in a fight with Catwoman, and Catwoman would claw him across the chest and cut him up and all that type of stuff. So then he took the gun that killed his parents, and he's like holding the gun, looking at it, going like, I fucking hate this gun. This gun ruined my life. And then he's thinking, how many more lives has this gun ruined? How many people has this gun killed? So he melts it down, says, fuck this gun. Tonight, it's never going to hurt anyone ever again. So he takes that gun and puts it close to his heart. So like he's always carrying that like sympathetic part around him, and then covers it with the Batsuit. And then we show him, then it shows him getting shot in the symbol. And because the gun's there, like nothing happens. So that type of stuff is great. I love that type of stuff. And personally, I think the cow's going to be blue. I think we're going to have a blue and gray looking Batman, kind of like earlier animated series.
I think the red is a big throw off to what it really looks like. I was like, they're just not going to give that much away.
No.
So I think the red filter was a huge throw off to what, but I'm just not a Batman guy. So that's all.
I mean,
what do you think?
I know a lot about him. I knew about the gun before everyone freaked out about it. I was kind of like, I think that's the gun. He melted down. So I know stuff, but I'm just not, he's just not my cup of tea, man. I like Superman. So I like Thor. I like Superman. I like Thanos. I like the God type characters. And then come down. My favorite character is the Punisher of all things. So, so figure that one out. But
what do you think of the suit itself, Drunk?
The suit. I really don't have a say in it. I just think it's. I at first I thought Robert was gonna be too skinny. But I don't think that anymore. Because you compare him to his other movie roles, and then you try to your brain tries to meld him into the into the Batsuit and stuff like that. So at first I was like, oh, they might do a Batman.
Drunk has a god complex.
Oh yeah. Oh, there it is. Jumped on me.
What's wrong with that? What can I say? Have you seen my Twitter? I always win. God always wins, and he's always right, and that's how it is. So why not like those characters? Anyway, I I think I don't think that anymore. I thought a Batman Beyond was coming, but you know what I want more than anything in the world? I really wish DC would get their stuff together.
Mm-hmm.
Because even though people complained, about Justice League and everything, I actually was really looking forward to seeing the same kind of characters move down the path and let them find themselves a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Like
I don't know what is going on with Warner Brothers as far as that goes. Zack Snyder having to leave and then bringing in Joss Whedon, who basically refilms 80%. Well, I think 80% had been filmed already.
Yeah.
For Justice League, and then they basically reshot a bulk of that. So turned in from like Zack Snyder's film, even though you saw some of his touches in that film, but you could definitely see where Joss Whedon put his hands into. Yeah, so
that's what I'm saying. But I feel like they were heading. Personally, I felt like we were heading in a good direction. Yeah. People might complain. I like the Superman films. I really did.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what anybody says, I liked all of the Superman. I liked Man of Steel. I've watched that several times. It wasn't about the director. I like Superman. I think they did it right. But I think they were heading the right direction. I enjoyed Superman's scenes in the Justice League. I thought when they all tried to fight him, I thought that was fun. Because I didn't like Superman and Batman versus Superman because I knew they were going to have Batman beat him. I knew they were going to have Batman beat him just because they're trying to keep him balanced. And I hated seeing that.
Even in that, like they very clearly established that at any moment Superman can destroy him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just knew, like, when you see your favorite characters, you want your favorite characters to win. So it's just like,
I just want to point out that you're talking to someone who has a picture of Darth Kaitis on someone's stream called Mara Jade. Shank that bitch.
I'm just saying, you just want to see him win.
And I did. It was great.
Yeah.
He was all like, fucking die. And Mara was all like, I've been stabbed.
Yeah, you cheated, you little dick.
You died. Jason Solo, Supreme Champion. Crowd goes wild.
He loses to his sister.
Yeah.
He let it. Oh, that part is so. I love that part in the book, man. I honestly think
I haven't gotten there yet, but I mean, I know what happens. But it's been a fun.
It's so good. The way they describe it is like she sees her opening and she goes for it, and she's monologuing to herself, and she's like, "I might," like emphasis on might, be able to hit him with this strike. Because they kind of establish it's like, yeah, he can beat her. And then because at this stage, he's pretty much number 2 next to Luke. Mm-hmm. And she's going for her strike on him. And she says in her like monologuing, she's like, but I am wide open. He's going to kill me with this strike. 100% he is going to kill me. But I might be able to take him with me. And then he doesn't go for the strike because he's like, man, that's my sister, man.
No, please, man, you're making my heart hurt, bro. Every time we talk about it, back to Superman and Batman. Tara makes a good point. I think Superman is too much of a good guy. I need darkness. Yeah. This is why I like Superman, and this is why Superman reminds me of me. People think I'm a good guy, but I'm not.
This is why people remind me of. This is why
you think Superman's a good guy. Right. And yeah, truth, justice, and the American way and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, we saw an injustice. It just takes a little tweak. And he rules the world, man. He rules the world. So, and it doesn't take long. He destroys the world in the process, but I'm just saying, he rules the world. And
one bad day is all it takes. But one more thing with this.
If that's all it takes, then he's got a bad streak in there. He's just trying to keep it in a box. That's all I'm saying.
One thing I'll say about this is in regards to the whole skinny thing. If you look at Batman Year One by Frank Miller, he's fairly skinny in that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
he's not like this.
Also what I was going to bring up is I have Year One, and he's not bulked up at all because these people are going from the impressions of what they've seen on screen so far, and I'm sitting here thinking, this is supposed to be him just starting out, so he's not exactly going to be like the size of Ben Affleck that we see in BVS.
Yep.
They're killing me in the chat right now.
Yeah, well, you
Jay hates orphans.
Can I get a screen share?
Yeah.
See, he is pretty. He's not like a massive dude in year one. You know, he's pretty slim. You know, he's not towering over anyone. It's not like until like years down the line where he bulks up. Like the whole thing with like Dark Knight Returns again by Frank Miller. It's like he's like been retired for like 15 years or whatever.
Yeah,
and like they're saying like, dude, you're old, you're slow, like you are slow. So so the natural counter to that is just to say, well, fuck it, I'll just get really, really strong then to balance it out. So year one,
that's what he did.
Red gaze. Sorry.
I tried to warn people.
He's the only one who knew my secret. But nobody knows my secret. My plan is to impregnate everyone from the Phantom Menace and then have a bunch of children that are superior to the men that we have already. And then once we have my soccer team or basketball team established, we could raise a lot of money by defeating, and playing professional for a couple of years. Once we have the money and the power, you get everything. If you know who Tony Montana is,
I'll tell you what. Then
I think that's a challenge, Lethal. I think that's a challenge, Lethal.
World.
I'll tell you what. You.
That's why I wanted Lethal. That's why I wanted Lethal to go to Japan with me because can't handle all that by myself. So
you want to help me? You want me to help impregnate Japan with you?
Yeah, because China's going to get wiped out by this thing, and then so this is just going out of hand. But anyway, if you come over, to Japan, we'll start at Universal Studios, where all like the hip people are, and then we'll just infiltrate it out that way.
Does this take place in Long Halloween? Because that's what this.
He's getting year one, but in Long Halloween, which where film takes place, he's a mountain of muscle. It seems to be a combination of both.
Yeah.
From what I've seen.
Yeah, because I'm looking at it going like there's taking inspiration from like a bunch of different sources. So it's like
that
say that like it's taking place in like one specific time.
Galford's dog is correct. In Long Halloween, he's pretty fucking staunch. Honestly, I think people just, and this goes for like anything, I think people just look for stuff to be mad about personally.
It's true.
It's way too early. The Red Gay says he got Tony Montana pregnant. That's true.
Tony Montana's still alive, and he's coming for you, gays. He's coming.
No, the only one that's coming is Red Gays in Tony Montana. I fucked him.
Well, we'll see. Tony Montana can beat any superhero villain. He's Miami, man, dude. He's our Miami hero. He's why I wear the hat. Tony, he's why I have cigars. He's everything.
Calcutta pregnant, even though he's from Cuba.
That's right. Anyway, I gotta hop off, guys. I'm so sorry.
Here you go, Drunk.
I think we've been going for a while anyway.
I gotta get on Sports Wars. Hey, look, and they showed up to remind me that I have.
We've been going for a while anyway. But
first of all, thank you, Mara, so much for inviting me.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it, Lethal. Thank you for letting let me come in because we know you're in charge. So thank you, Lethal, for
male superiority. I got you, bro.
The superior male was supposed to ask you hours ago and fell asleep.
I got tired.
Look at Sports Wars. Jonathan Crinden is here. I hate him. Yeah, all he does is type in Ooga Booga. All he does. Anyway, Tara, I see you in the chat. Peace, everyone. Gaze, it's good to see you, brother. But Mara, thank you. Lethal, big props to you. Thank you for keeping the stream down.
All right. So there goes the man of the
ego
God
didn't
complex.
need another boost, Lethal.
I'm not the one with a fucking God complex.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to talk about, Mara?
Well, those were like the two big things, because I really didn't see anything else that was like major that was happening. At least this week. The one thing that I was going to mention is I was reading an article where Zoe Kravitz revealed that she has tried on the Catwoman suits.
Hot.
So she's worn it. So there's speculation that there's going to be possibly a reveal of that in the near future because she revealed that. So we'll see. I mean, like there was no definite that we're gonna get that reveal or not, just speculation. But based on what she said, is possible in the near future.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to that.
Thank you.
We all know Mara wears the strap in this relationship. Look, I have a simple philosophy in life: strap in or strap on. And I'm yet to get my cheeks clapped. Yet.
That's the key word there. Yet.
Protect your butthole at all times. Where's Red Gaze? He knows what it's all about, man.
Of course he knows all about it. You two are here. You and he are just like that tight. So.
Oh yeah. Me and him talking about some fucked up shit together. It's great.
Till we get a tat of Mara Jade's lightsaber. We'll see. I mean, I said I have to be very careful. I'm sorry I brought it up that I was thinking about doing it, but I have to be very careful where I get them because it is serious that some places, especially within education, are anal. For one of a better word, anal neurotic about tattoos. So.
Can someone clip Mara saying anal and play it on repeat? I took a screenshot of Mara during the stream where she froze for half a second. So that way I can use it to make a meme. I think I'm going to make a meme of Mara looking at pornography on the internet. Look at Red Gaze, butt love.
Yeah.
Mara, say butt love.
No, because you're going to clip it. So.
Say butt love. I won't clip it.
Okay, well, okay, fuck it. Butt love.
Butt love. There we go. You just made Red Gaze a very happy person.
Yeah, Pixel Mara, yeah. Well, I don't think that's really happened yet. I froze, but I don't think I pixelated.
No, it wasn't pixelated. It wasn't pixelated at all.
So, yeah, I don't think I've had that happen. No, Stieg. Where'd that go?
Who's this spammy dude?
I don't know.
There we go.
But hey, I'm getting views, so more power to him. Just put it in the chat.
I put him on hidden.
Yeah. That's exactly right. Guys, fuck it.
Butt love. All right. Well, is that it?
You won't be a teacher for long. Okay. A little bit about me. Won't be able to tolerate the people. I probably won't be able to tolerate the parents because of the whole my kid is special approach to education now, and especially in the United States. However, I am the oldest of 4 children. I'm a military vet, and if I could handle all that shit growing up, I can handle this. So I don't think that I will be a teacher for like a short period of time. I'll be in it probably until I'm retirement age, or at least close to it.
Oh. We have a request from Peyton Holden. I think I said that wrong. I apologize. Peyton Holden.
Peyton
Holden.
Where is it? I that's the Ooga Booga. Where is it?
It's above what an ass, what a bitch, what a cock, asking how many more subs to 1K.
I'm not seeing it. Did he delete it?
No, well, he just wants you to say boobs.
All right, boobs.
Boobs. Someone clicked that one. That one was good.
Your kid is special, but not like the. Yeah. Yeah, but there was another. Yeah, I don't know. This chat moves so quickly now. Sorry if I miss your comments, but yeah, like basically from what my experience, even working within the school district, is a lot of the pain in the ass part of it is dealing with the parents.
Yeah,
because you are so afraid to fail a student, even if the student deserves it, because you'll hurt their feelings and you'll tick off the parents, so they pipeline these students through the school, and they're not ready to go from one grade to another. And that's the problem with at least part of the American education system.
Hey, can I get a screen share?
Yeah.
Do my eyes deceive me?
No, I mean, holy shit, hold on.
Check on your end. Check on the studio app on your phone.
That's what I'm going to do. No, I have 1,033 subscribers.
1,033? Fuck, where'd that jump come from?
I don't know. I was at 976 or earlier in the day. So basically it jumped almost 60.
Holy shit balls. Let's do a quick social blade.
And what grade? I'm looking at. I'm in secondary education. The focus is is anywhere from 7th through 12th. But I'm looking at teaching around 10th grade. And teach us martial arts. Well, if I ever get a chance to visit anyone in the fandom menace, I will teach them something. So, I'm technically being a brown belt, able to do that. I just can't get money for it because I'm not a black belt, so I can't.
Bro. Dude.
What?
Screen chef for me. Congratulations.
Yes. Yep. I can't. I said I jumped like 60. Almost 60 subs in one day.
Wow, you're on like 980. You jumped like 50 since the stream started.
Yeah. And I don't know like why it's going on. Like some people says like golfer sucks or jumps on me. Damn it. It's like 993. I don't know. But it's saying like 1033 on my app.
And on Social Blade.
Yeah.
Holy shit balls, Mara. What the
So now I definitely have to do a 1K celebration stream this month.
You actually, what you have to do right now actually is give you a little 1K speech. Hold up. Give me a moment. I'm going to clip it live.
God.
That's pretty cool, though. I'd like to know where it came from. I reckon someone gave you a bit of a push. But I haven't been on Twitter, so I don't know where. But this is freaking awesome. This is freaking awesome. If anyone in the chat knows where this came from, let us know, man. I'd like to know where this push came from, man. This is pretty freaking cool. All right, give me a moment. I'm gonna mute myself and then I'm gonna unplug my mic. So I want you to start as soon as I hit mute.
I never thought I would even reach the level of subscribers that I've done, and especially in such a short period of time, but I have officially reached 1,000 subscribers, actually a little over 1,000 subscribers, and I have no idea what you people see in me because I'm just a woman with an opinion and a big mouth and really no damns to give when it comes to certain idiocy on the internet, but you somehow really like what I have to say, so thank you all for subscribing to me, and I appreciate every single one of you. You're all breathtaking, and I guess we'll just go further. I'm going to keep making videos and see how quickly it takes to get monetized, but I'm not looking for that right now. I'm just thankful that I've reached 1K subscribers, so thank you all.
And I completely fucked up that recording, so someone's going to have to clip that.
All right, but basically, like, as I said, I'm a woman with a big mouth and no dams to give, pretty much.
You should keep this. It might be worth keeping this stream public to help with the watch time.
Yeah, I'll do that just because I hit 1,000 during the stream.
Wow, this is pretty freaking badass. You got to be happy with that. I see a smile creeping up on you, Mara. You're trying to fight it back. It's okay. You can smile.
No, it's actually, like, I didn't think like I would reach it. It's just a shock.
What on God's earth made you think you wouldn't reach it?
Well, not this quickly, at least. I mean, I don't put out I put out videos every other day, and they're not that long, and I don't know. I'm basically just saying my opinion, and apparently people like it. So.
Wow, this is epic. This is really, really epic. What else can we see?
Thank you.
And
thank you. Oh, words. No, thank you, Devil. Yep. Oh, my Rosie. Yes. Thank you, Abu Nas, President. Your vice president has reached 1,000 subs, over 1,000 subs.
So let's see. Let's see what Social Blade predicts by end of the year, shall we? This is future projections. Fuck it. This says that by the end of the year, you can be close to roughly 8K. Give or take, just on a very loose guess. That's pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
That is pretty damn cool. You gotta be happy with that. Dude, I reckon, one in the chat, if you agree with me, Mara can pass me by the end of the year. I would love to see that. I would very much love to see that happen. That would be so damn cool.
Why does it still say it's 974? Is it just... Did I break it again?
Nah.
Oh, there it goes. Okay.
Yeah. It's just being slow. Look at these. Look at these ones in the chat. We got one. Nice. Get more ones. The name of the game is to get Mara to pass me by the end of the year. She can do it.
I'm just still in shock.
When's the monetization stream? I think she's still got a fair bit more watch time.
I have got a long ways to go because I have I have to get what 4,000 hours worth.
Yeah.
So if you want me to get there quicker, you guys start like playing my videos on loop or something. Get me watch time because that's
a great way to do it actually.
Because that's I can't go any quicker than like the videos I'm making. So.
Well, no, that's a good idea. Leave it playing in the background, like the apps. I mean, the tabs. Sorry, playing in the background, that type of stuff. But goddamn, pretty good. Wow, like honestly, I wasn't expecting you to pass 1K this stream.
No, I thought maybe by the end of tomorrow, maybe.
So even that's pretty quickly. Like I seriously think you can pass me by the end of the year. I would really love to see that. I really, really would. That'd be so goddamn cool, man.
No, you're so sweet to say that.
Alphama, can you highlight Alphama's comment? Yeah. Play on loop. We can do that. Yeah, yes. Pretty much what you do is, hypothetically, if she leaves the stream public, which she should, in my opinion, on this one,
I will
just have like a tab playing and let it play. We do that for quite a few people. To help them do it. Yeah, but you kind of just
thank you, Christy. Yeah.
In fact, I'll show you how I would do it.
Yeah, just make an hour long. Well, I mean, like I have I put my videos in a bunch of playlists, or if you just go to all videos and just play them.
Yeah, pretty much. Let it play one after another. Yeah, we can make this happen. Pretty goddamn cool. And do you know what else this means? I think we might be able to, and I know we're still live, and I'm going to start bragging, but I think we can turn Nerdy and the Lethal into something pretty cool.
Yeah, I think we can.
In fact, I'm going to make a playlist of Nerdy and Lethal stuff. So yeah, but honestly, Mara, congratulations. This is fan-jolly-tastic. Do you remember about 2-3 months ago when I was pushing you to start your channel?
Yeah, you wouldn't stop. You're the reason why. Only because, and I started the channel only because to shut you up, because you would not let it alone.
Because I was fucking right. Can we get Lethal was right in the chat?
Yeah, I will admit you were right.
That's all I needed. That's all we needed. Red Gaze, he says it pretty well. Oh shit. Yeah, make playlists. Add all your streams into one playlist.
Well, they are in a playlist. I made a live streams playlist.
Awesome. So I'll get that one. I'm gonna get that up right now. Playlist. Live streams.
Here you go, Lethal.
Lethal lost the money. Oh, yeah.
And here, Lethal Lightning is wrong. Thank you, Alphamar.
Lethal Lightning is wrong.
Lethal was right once.
Whoa. Did you see that jump?
Yeah, I just saw it.
What's going on?
1040.
I bet you there's some fucker stream sniping us right now, laughing, going, look at Lethal. Fucking Australian.
Yeah, I can just right click on a video and it's playing, click loop, I guess.
Yeah, but
and Feel the Hatred, Lethal was right. Somewhat.
Somewhat.
Yeah. You got a support up here with What an Ass. Lethal was right.
Fucking knife, man. He's my brother.
And Red Gaze is Lethal was obnoxious.
Where's the butt love that for my boy Red Gaze, mate?
Oh my god!
I'm gonna post a link to the live stream playlist, and I'm also gonna play that on loop overnight, I reckon. Oh, depends how much internet I got left. Fucking Call of Duty really screwed me over. But is there legit someone stream sniping us at the moment? Because I think there might be, man. I think there might be.
Maybe. And Abu, yeah, I'm about to go live again, but this time with a game I won't be dying a lot on.
So
eventually, I will say this on stream that eventually I am planning on doing possibly gaming streams. So you will get to see me die quite a bit on my games. Right now, I had to stop playing because school started again, so my schedule has not been the best. But I really got into Horizon Zero Dawn, and I really want to get back into playing that. So you will see me. I'm stuck at the part where I have to clear these contaminated areas, and I've been dying on the third area over and over again.
Well, you know, there's ways to go, like, to make it even more fun as well. Like, whenever I stream with Ryan on a video game, we have the Discord chat going, you know, so there's always something you can do to a bit more like, you know, more stuff to it. Play dating later. Yellow's Flash is streaming. Yeah, I clicked on his link.
Not a professional, but I am a gamer, so.
Love it.
Come rock with me. I have to get the Call of Duty game. I have not had a chance to get it yet, but I will. I am going to get it.
You know what I think would be more fun? Would be like a co-op game or something like that. Do some co-op shit. That'd be fun.
Yeah, I was telling in one of the chats that you and I are in that the last time I actually played a Call of Duty game, I was deployed to Turkey, and that was 12 years ago.
Wow. Okay, boomer.
Yeah, that was actually it will be 13 years ago. It was 2007 when I was doing it. It was late 2007.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm a boomer. I just aged myself. Yes. So I was old enough to be in the military 13 years ago.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I think you look all right.
Where was this? Chad jumps on me so much to get some legal happening.
Yes, 100%, man. We'll do some I don't know, whatever games you got, we'll figure it out. Like, I don't know, maybe you got Borderlands. You got Borderlands?
I got Borderlands 3. Yes, I have not had a chance to play it yet.
Yeah, I'll help you set up OBS and all that type of stuff. You know, I'll talk you through it.
I think like the soonest I would be able to play, like do a gaming stream, would be my spring break, which will be coming up early March, I want to say. But I have to look at the schedule again.
I think you could get away with doing impromptu live streams. Like, look at this chat, man. This chat loves you. Like, you have managed to really carve out a piece of you know, like a piece of a community for yourself. People really like you, Mara. Like, you're doing fantastic. You really are. Like, I'm smiling more than you at the moment.
I just still don't understand. I'm like, again, I just have an opinion. I'm just like a woman with a big mouth, and I basically don't put up with bullshit because I have to go not necessarily into my entire background, but like, you know, into what makes me me and why I don't do that. And it's just I can't understand why people love me that much. I don't know.
It's because your small female brain can't comprehend it, but really, it's pretty simple.
Okay. All right, I'll let you answer that after that little small female brain comment.
Answer what? Red Gay says, I'm just here for the butt love.
Yeah.
Fucking oath, man. I'm here for the gays agenda. If it ain't butt love, I'm really not interested.
Right.
Have a good heart. Exactly. Yeah. And an old soul. See?
And played Fortnite with I did put Fortnite on my PlayStation 4. So again, but I have no time to play it because of, like, school takes up a chunk of my time plus doing videos every other day. So
yeah, no, it's all good. This is
you have to tell me who this is.
101,060 shit, bitch. Mara reminds me of American Judith Lucy. Judith Lucy. I'm gonna do a quick Google because I'm pretty sure I know who that is, but I just don't want to make an ass of myself. Yeah.
And yes, it does sound wrong in the wrong context. Yes, Alphamar.
Yeah. Lethal is the size of a chihuahua, so he can't call people small. I'll fucking crush you like a goose egg in front of your parents to assert my dominance. Look at Trey Courtney's comment. That's the one.
Yeah, I know. You keep it real. Yep.
That's right, man. That's right. Red Gay is nothing better than the crazy butt love.
Yep. Well, everyone, I do have an Xbox One, but I have not had a chance to set it up. I bought it off of my brother, so I have both technically.
Yeah. I think anything else you want to go through, Mara? Because I do have to jump off somewhat soonish.
Well, no, it is going on like about 2 hours since we started the stream. So the fact that it's ending on.
Oh, but do you know what we should do? We should keep the love going. We should keep the love going. I'll find someone who's streaming and we can get a link for them so more people can go watch.
I know Mary's going to be streaming in a couple minutes. Well, Abu Nas just said he's going to be streaming. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, didn't he say like he's about to do it? Where like a game that he's not going to die a lot on. Yeah,
he finished streaming
live again. So.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I'm going to get his link.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And yes, hello, Damajanite. Thank you. Thank you for showing. You're pretty good looking yourself.
He is, eh? He is a handsome dude. Like, there's been times while we're watching The Dark Council, and I'll look at Damajanite and I think,
yeah,
you know what? I'd fuck him.
Mara is a teacher, soldier, YouTuber, smart. I'm a Mary Sue confirmed.
Yeah, Yellow Flash is live. He's got like 1,000 people watching, so I think he'll be all right. Mm-hmm. I'm a big fan of Yellow Flash, man. Every time I try to watch him as much as possible. I really like
I've seen some of his videos and I do like them.
Yeah, he's a cool dude. He's a very cool dude. But yes, so
Marasu, I can take it.
Abu Nas about to go live. So here is his link. But yeah, I'll spam it a bit as we start to wrap up.
Yeah. I mean, like, that's what a way to end a stream. I really did not expect this to happen during this stream. I just thought we would be talking about the Sonic movie and the new Batsuit.
This is because of ABC, because he put the question in, how much more to 1K? And then we open it up and it's like, oh, she's past it.
Yeah. I think that was it. I think that was it. Oh my god, I jumped like almost 100 subs. I cannot believe it.
Pretty goddamn cool.
And I guess I'll just take this opportunity while we're wrapping up to say that I am planning to record a video tomorrow. One of my friends, the Oz, sent me an article through DMs, which I was originally going to record Friday night, but I had a headache and I did not want to pop a vein with the stupidity in that article. So I figured I would wait until after tonight's stream to record it on Sunday and like release it tomorrow. So I'm kind of still on the one every other day sort of situation. It's one of those bruh articles.
Bruh.
Yes. The reason Birds of Prey is flopping is not because it's a mediocre film at best, but because of internalized misogyny, and that makes it complicated.
Bruh.
Pretty much. It's a bra article. I started reading it and I was like, oh, this is going to deserve a rant.
Yeah, cool beans.
Yes, I have a ways to go for monetization, but I'm gonna get there.
Damn right.
So, but I think that, yeah, we're wrapping it up here. We've been going for like 2 hours now. Basically, anything more that you want to say? Like anything about the movie or the Batsuit?
You just jumped up again. Nah. Pretty much said it all. But yeah, no, this has been a fantastic stream, and I think Nerdy and the Lethal, we can make this a good thing, and tonight just proves it.
Yeah, it did. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
I'd like to see some. I know we got some creative.
And I got a 30 account in the chat. Mara Jaded.
Mara Jaded. Love it. We have some pretty creative and funny people in this chat. So I'd like to see some nerdy and the lethal kind of like memes or fan art or something like that. I'm looking at you, memers. Memers, this is a call to arms.
Yep.
Yeah. That's
your call to arms, basically. Start memeing away.
Apart from that, I think I will probably might do a cheeky stream tonight. I don't know what I'm going to do. I might play Borderlands for a little bit, or I might hang out and just talk a bit of smack. So, yeah, apart from that, this has been fantastic. This has been the funnest stream I've been on in ages. All because of your success, man. This is brilliant.
You're on the Lethal Jade bandwagon. Finally, what an ass.
He was always on it.
Oh, he kept telling me he wasn't, so...
He always was. Why do I get the feeling Rule 34 is about to blow up? Oh, gosh. Do you know what Rule 34 is, Mara?
No. What is?
Google it.
All right, hold on.
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
I wasn't going to do it like on the stream. No, I was just going to like close the tabs I have open.
Oh gosh! Basically,
no, it's not drunk Mara. No, it's not who I'm shipped with. Tugs will kill you, Alpha Mar, because she's shipped with drunk.
I'm shipped with drunken Ryan.
You shipped yourself with them.
Fucking oath, I claimed them.
Yeah, so, and you'll have tugs and stuff to deal with, so.
I'll knock them out.
And my other parody.
Hey, military Mara. Yeah, Alpha, that's exactly what Rule 34 is. That's actually how it's described.
Yeah, okay.
So it's
any other chats I missed? No. I think, there was one where it's... I don't know what I missed. I don't know if you're referring to the stream itself or the fact that I jumped like 100 subscribers.
Yeah. Well, we got my boy Red Gaze. He doesn't ship. He just fucks everyone.
Yeah, there you go. That's the way to live life, basically.
Pretty much everyone is just a side bitch to Red.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's Red Gaze. It's the gaze agenda. Like, what?
Agenda.
Are you expecting anything else?
Gaze agenda, man. That's what it's all about. Here.
Yeah.
But I wonder what caused this. Like, what caused this to happen?
Yeah. I don't know. Look, all I know is before the stream, you tweeted it that said that you were going live in an hour.
Yep.
And that's all I really saw. I mean, I was in one of the chats we're part of, but I don't remember seeing anybody else do anything. So, I mean, unless like something happened while we started the stream, because I haven't been on Twitter since we started.
I did also tweet out that I'll post pictures of my deck if you reach 10K by next week. So maybe people want that. And I did also.
I don't know. Maybe.
You should stream naked when you hit 1K. So that might be it.
You're the one who suggested that. I said I might show a little leg. You suggested this. Doing the here
trans lightning. Yes. I told people about my where I got the name Lightning from, and it's from Final Fantasy 13 because I know everyone hates that game except for me, and I love the character of Lightning. I saw a lot of myself in that.
Oh, and then okay, tell them again what you
I think you should describe it this time. Why do I have to do anything?
Well, you're the one who said it, that you wanted nerdy and the lethal like memes happening now because of like me hitting over 1,000 subs during this live stream.
That's exactly right.
Call to the memers. So
that's right. That's exactly right. Obsidian, I'm still saying it's my tweet promising a naked celebration at 1K. Although I was kidding. I wasn't fucking kidding. Take your shirt off.
Look, I want monetization at some point, all right? So that's not happening.
Hey, we got Edward. What's up, Edward?
Yep.
He's a wicked dude. Edward, our girl here, she hit 1K on this live stream.
We're not going to cancel Red Gaze.
Fucking oath we will. I'll cancel whoever I want to cancel.
I'm not. So you can cancel whoever you want to cancel.
I'm going to cancel him. I'm just going to keep his back hole.
Well, that's not canceling.
Yes, it is.
No.
Alpha is a fan of Lightning. Good lad. Good lad.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we do kind of have to wrap this up because we have been going on for over 2 hours now.
Yep.
And Lethal posted in the chat, I guess, Abunas is going to be streaming another game, he said, that he's not going to die on. Yes, cancel Baby Yoda. I do not like that character. I have not seen the show, but I'm not a fan of that character at all.
So this is Abu Nas for the live stream, and there is one more thing I would like to share the link to, and that is the link to your live stream playlist. So people can play this on a on a loop just in the background and boost this whammons watch time up and for a lack of a better term, get this hoe monetized. Is Mara the new queen of the fandom menace?
I wouldn't say I'm the queen. No, I would not.
What are you then?
I'm just the baddest bitch, I guess, apparently.
Baddest bitch. There we go. Self-titled.
So, yeah, there's, I guess, my playlist, and I'm going to add this stream to it when we're done. So,
cool. But leave this public as well, just at least for a few days.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm just going to basically transfer it to the live stream playlist. So,
yeah, sweet.
The Fist of the Fandom Menace. I'm the Fandom Menace Fist. We'll go with that. Kind of like Vader's fist.
Or Hand of the Emperor.
Well, I'm already the Emperor's hand. Yeah, so we'll figure it out. We'll figure out what my position is in the Fandom Menace. But anyway, take that for what you will. Interpret it as you will. But anyway, we talked about the Sonic movie. We talked about the Batsuit. I don't think there's any more to say, so I figure Lethal, end it however you want to end it for this stream. I want to thank everyone for showing up tonight and holy shit, reaching over 1,000 subs.
Yeah, I think that's the main thing to take away from this. This was I need to borrow your head. Have you seen the something Dark Side, the Family Guy payout of
too much. What was your question? Sorry, I was reading that.
The Family Guy payout of Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, I haven't. I know I've seen that, but not in a while. So
when Luke gets his hand cut off, and there's the janitor who's got the hand bulge and he's down his pants on his dick. And
oh
then, you see my head, and he's just standing there like, nope. Fantastic live stream. Big congratulations to Mara. Thank you everybody for coming out. I'm aiming to do a live stream myself later tonight. So hopefully see you all there, and always remember, fuck them Wookiees. Ahsoka is a Mary Sue. Release the Snyder Cut.
And on that note, good night, everyone. Thank you all for showing up. Bye.